Round one of the Formula One season begins today with practice here in a wet Melbourne. The teams will put behind them the issues from pre-season testing. What matters now is what the teams do this weekend. Joining me in the commentary box this season is Anthony Davidson. In total, the teams will be visiting 19 tracks this year, including some old favourites and 2 new locations.
Well, I think the teams will be looking forward to the new Russian Grand Prix, which is being held at the Olympic Park in Sochi. It's a brand new track and a total unknown. We're also going back to Austria, which was last raced in 2003, so this should be a lot of fun this year.
This year's most significant change is to the loud thing behind the driver's head. Gone are the cries of the old V8 engines. In their place, monstrous torque from the new turbocharged 1.6-litre V6 hybrids. An efficient and exciting new power unit to usher in a new age of Formula One.
The sport is trying to become a bit more fuel efficient, which is a good thing, but there are definite question marks over whether the new noise of these V6 cars are to the tastes of the fans.
Hello guys, and welcome to episode 1 of Career Mode on F1 2015. But hang on a minute, was that the 2014 cars? Yes, that was, because we are driving in the 2014 season, because I thought, why not? Let's use it. If it's there, let's use it, and then we can drive in the 2015 cars in the next season. So we're going to be driving as Daniil Kvyat, and our aim for this season is to beat Jean-Éric Vergne and get in the Red Bull for the 2015 season. So here we go on our first fine lap, and oh dear. Well, yeah, we've gone wide there. We've gone wide. Not the best way to start, but it's just getting used to the wet weather. I'm not very good in the wet, and so yeah, I'm just getting up to speed at the moment because I'm using a Thrustmaster TX racing wheel. I'm just getting up to speed. I've just bought it, so just need a bit of practice first. So that's why I've got the difficulty at the moment. It's on expert, not quite legend yet. But I thought I might as well put it on expert, because if I put it on legend, you're just going to see me racing in the back of the field, and no one wants to see that. So I thought, put it on expert, race in the midfield for a bit. I've also got it on the short race weekend, so I've got a 15-minute practice session, 1 shot qualifying, and a 25% race, just to get it over and done with, and then so we can get as many races done. But for the 2015 season, when that comes around, we will be driving hopefully on legend. Hopefully I'm up to speed then. And we will definitely be driving a normal race weekend for that season. So let's get into the lap, and we're following Sergio Perez at the moment. He's on a lap, and he's actually getting away from us, which shows that our pace in the wet is not good at all. It's awful, pretty much. It's pretty much awful. We are, well, I'd say we're just above the Saubers, but they're running with the Marussias and the Patrons in season, so it's not really much to cheer about, really. We're running, well, we're not running any position because no one's put a lap out at the moment, but I reckon we'll be the first drive to put a lap, as we're finishing the lap now. Coming round a little bit wide, a little locked up on that corner. Managed to make that corner this time, and we're going into the penultimate corner. This corner's tricky. It's easy to put the throttle down too early and just spin out like I nearly did just there. And you just got to be easy on the throttle through those last 2 corners as we're coming down to the line. So finish our lap, and we put it into rich mixed fuel, and we get a 1:39.827, which is probably around Caterham, Marussia area. I don't believe we improve on this in this session. So I don't believe we actually improve. We might do, but nothing really happens in this practice session. So we're going to skip ahead in a minute, as we're just losing the back end all over the place. So I put it back down into lean mix, and that's it for this session. That will probably do it. Yeah, that will do for this session.
Proven in today's practice session that he's the one to watch for qualifying tomorrow, as he sets the fastest time of today.
Yes, Nico Rosberg comes first, Lewis Hamilton second. We're down just behind our teammate Jean-Éric Vergne with a 1:38.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. We'll soon learn the true performance of these cars out on track. What can we expect to see in the following session?
Well, I think we're all expecting the Mercedes power unit to be particularly strong this year, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them at the front. But I wouldn't discount Red Bull or Ferrari just yet. We know they have the talent and the resources to react to any problem, so although they may be playing catch-up, I would expect them to bring some major upgrades pretty early, maybe before we even get back to Europe.
So here we go, guys. One shot qualifying. Where can we put ourselves on the grid? As we're starting the flying lap now. As you can see, a little bit of movement on steering wheel. Massa's just ahead of us because the Williams is faster. But we're down into third at the moment. And now we're going down. We're going down in the positions. P10 at the moment. P11 dropping down. Going into turn 3. Following Lewis Hamilton. Put it down into second. Yep, little lock up there. Down in P13 still. Here we go, slow, don't want to get too much throttle there, otherwise you will run wide or you'll get too much oversteer. Down into sector 1 completed, and we are, that's 30 seconds through there. Still following this Hamilton, we're in P9, so that's a good sort of position. We want to get inside the top 10. Little lock up there, we're still in the top 10, which is good. It's hard to sort of judge where the cars are around you though, because there could be like a millisecond ahead of me, or it could have been like loads of cars a millisecond behind me. A little bit cutting the corner there, a little cheeky, but I think we just got away with it. Running down into the end of the lap now, P9, which is good pace. We want to stay P9. Little lock up again, going down into the last couple of corners now. Following Lewis Hamilton, who's in the lead of this one-shot qualifying session. Going into the final corner now. How's this going to be? That's good. Do we? No, that's good on the throttle. Don't go on too early. Will we go a bit wide? No, that's all right. As we're running in P9, should cross the line P9. What I'm going to be? No way, it's P10. No way, it is P9. Was that P9? I think that was P9 as we just crossed the line. Somehow we got P9. And Daniil Kvyat's very happy indeed. Very happy boy to get P9 in his first Grand Prix.
It's been a mighty qualifying performance from Mercedes today, with both cars on the front row for the race tomorrow.
It's been a great session for the team. They've really been pushing hard to make this happen, and their hard work has been rewarded.
So yeah, P9 for Daniil Kvyat. What an absolute amazing result. Let's get into the race. Jean-Éric Vergne comes 14th.
Hello and welcome from Albert Park, Australia for today's race. And I think it's shaping up to be a classic. It's a great position for Lewis Hamilton to start the season from, and one that he'll be hoping he can capitalise on and turn into a race win today.
Well, we all know that Lewis has raw speed, and if you give him a fast car, he'll win races. So if he can stay out front by the end of the first few corners, I'm sure he's going to be very difficult to beat.
How does Nico Rosberg go about finding the time he was lacking at the end of qualifying in today's race?
Well, he's got to stay within touching distance of the lead during the first stint, and then look to capitalise as the car becomes lighter and the tyre degradation eases.
So let's look at the race strategy. Pitting on lap 7 or 8, probably going to be lap 7, unless Jean-Éric Vergne gets past us, or we pit on lap 9 if we go with the primes. But we're probably going to go with the options. Yeah, we'll go with the options. So let's start this race. I've been pretty bad at start, so let's hope not to get a lot of wheel spin, which we do. Oh no! Oh whoa! What was that? What was that? We've just been taken out by whoever was behind us. So here we go. We lose it a little bit. We managed to regain it, and then we just get taken out. Just get taken out on the start, and then so it's a Force India. It just moves across us. It just moves into the back of us and takes out the race. So obviously we're going to restart. We're not going to end the episode there. We're going to finish this race. So here we go from the start now. Better start than last time. Jensen Button goes past us, but then backs out of it. Where can we go into this first corner? We're sort of crammed in, but we can go around the outside, which we do on Kimi Raikkonen. Fernando Alonso just ahead of us, but Kimi Raikkonen's still behind us, and we squeezed in front of him. Goal is to get P6, and there's been a yellow flag behind us, but that's been resolved, so probably just a little tap on someone running wide. As we go into turn 3, a little lock-up, following this pack of cars, which is, I believe, from 3rd to 7th, possibly. Yeah, I'm going to say that's 3rd to 7th because Fernando Alonso's in 7th. It looks like it's from 3rd down. So we're going to be joining onto the back of this pack now. Will we be able to make any positions, or will we just hold back? Yeah, we are. We're going to hold back. We're going to put it into lean mixed fuel, hold back, and not get involved and not ruin our race by getting involved too early. Hopefully they battle on, and well, from their battling, hopefully we can catch up to them. So we're following now. Kimi Raikkonen's still behind us as we're going into the fast left-right chicane. Kimi Raikkonen going on our outside, and we've cut the corner, so we're going to let that position back to Kimi as we slow down, let the position back as we cut the corner. It was a Leroy overtake there, so we let Kimi pass, but we've also let Jenson Button through as well, which is bad. We didn't want that, and now we go up the outside. Yes, will we make it stick around the outside of Jenson Button? We've made that move stick, but Kimi Raikkonen's getting away from us. Can we catch him up on the straight? I'm not sure. Locking up into that penultimate corner. And I don't think we are. Kimi Raikkonen's he's just too far ahead. He's just getting away from us. There's no way we're going to be able to make a move down here. As Jenson Button is looking for a move on the inside of the next corner. He's got past us. Will we be able to brake? We brake later than him. Neck and neck, and we make it through. We make it through. He backs out of it. He lets us through, and that's P9 still on lap 2. So coming down into the third corner now. Yeah, thank you, race engineer. We moved up into P9. And we cut ahead to lap 3, where I believe Jenson Button, Jenson Button's going to have another move. He's going to have a look around the outside. Oh no, we've locked up into the first corner. And Jenson Button's gone round. He's gone round. And that leaves us down into P10, which is bad. It's a bad way to lose position. Losing 2 positions, one by cutting a corner, and the other one from just locking up and just going wide. And that puts Perez right on our back, which we cut to lap 5, and Perez is caught up even more now.
So far.
Hamilton's the fastest lap. I believe Hamilton is winning this race at the moment as we lock up into that penultimate corner, which will let Perez be right on our tail now. As we come across the start-finish line to start lap 6, Perez, it doesn't look like he's close enough to make a move. Is he going to make a move? So Button's the second fastest, so Button's getting away. And Perez is catching up mainly because of our mistakes. But Perez is looking for a move around the outside. No, he's not. He's just not close enough as we lock up again and we go wide again. We're just locking up and going wide. So there's Perez on our outside. We make the move stick though. We keep him behind us, shut the door on him. We're not letting him through just yet. We're not letting him through at all. We don't want him to get past us at all. As now we're going through into the second sector. Perez still on our tail. We need to get away from him. We need to just shoot off and get away from him right now. Otherwise he's going to be all over us and he's going to be taking us into this next corner. We go way too slow through that corner. That's put Perez right behind us. That's not what we want. Here he goes around our outside. It's going to be a pretty easy move, but we want to try and outbrake him into this next corner, which we do. We make it stick that time. That wasn't corner cutting because our wheel was on the curb. It was on the white line. We just managed to make that stick. And we stay ahead of him this time. But there's yellow flags ahead of us. And we lock up into the corner again. That's Perez. Oh, we're going to go to the wall. Oh, we just missed the wall there. Otherwise, that could have knocked our front wing off and ruined our race straight away. But there's Kobayashi, and he's holding up Perez for us. Thank you very much, Kobayashi. Will we go for a move? Nope. We have to cut the corner, otherwise we would have went into Perez. But thank you, Kobayashi. Otherwise, Perez would have been miles ahead of us. So we're going to start lap 7 now. And here we are at the end of lap 7, caught up to Perez. Will we go for a move into penultimate corner? We go for it, a little bit of a dive bomb, and we knock wheels. Luckily he gets ahead of us and there's no damage between either of us. And I don't know, what is he doing here? Why is he braking? That's a corner when you go in the pits. Yeah, you lift off a bit, which I was doing, but you don't need to brake for that corner. Here we go, pit stop. We're hoping for a good pit stop to try and overtake Sergio Perez. Will it be a good pit stop? What is the time going to be? We pull in. It's a 3.1 unfortunately, which means Perez gets ahead of us off pit stop. But we're going to need to look at getting him while his tyres are still cold. I had a problem here where it wasn't changing into third, so I was revving it quite a bit, and then it finally changed into third. So here we go. We've gained on Perez out of the pits. So here we go. Going down in turn 3, we've got DRS. We brake, and we've a little bit of dive bomb, and we knock into wheels. So we're going to let him pass for that one because that was an aggressive move, and we let him through. But Fernando Alonso is just up the road, which I've seen, which means he must have either had a bad pit stop or had an accident somewhere, which means that we could, if we get past Perez, which we do on this corner, yes, we've made the move stick. Made it stick around the inside of that corner. Now we're going to look at trying to get Alonso. Well, we need to keep Perez behind us first. So here we go, round. Will he be on our tail? Because he overtook us here last time. He looks like he's a bit too far back this time. He looks like he's messed up into that corner as well. So we put it into a rich mix to try and get away from Sergio Perez, but also catch up Alonso, because he's only 2 seconds down the road, 3 seconds. But that's still time that we can catch up. So Jean-Éric has got a puncher at the moment on lap 9 as we are closing down Fernando Alonso.
Okay, we're halfway through our fuel load. Halfway.
So we're halfway through our fuel load and we are over halfway of the race. So that means we've got some fuel still to spare. So Jean-Éric, as you heard, has got a puncher. We've heard that already. I don't think that will affect us at all.
He's on his way back to the pits.
Okay, yeah, so that shouldn't affect us because he should be back to the pits by the time we overtake him. I don't think he'll be going that slowly, but we're still, well, look at us, we're catching up Fernando Alonso with every corner. Nailing our apexes on this lap, getting closer to Fernando Alonso with every single lap. And what is the gap to him going to be now as we're coming through to start lap 10? Here we go, what is the lap time? It's 1.6, so we are catching him quite a bit. So here we go, running down to turn 3. Can we catch him? Can we knock some time off of that into this corner? A little lock up, but that doesn't look like it's affected us too much, and it looks like we've actually gained on him through there. Or has it? Maybe just because we were closer? Maybe. As we're coming through, yellow flags, and it looks like it's Jean-Éric Vergne on the mini-map. Is it John? Oh no, we've lost the back end. We are trying to. It is Jean-Éric Vergne. He's held up Alonso. We've got past Alonso. Yes, Jean-Éric Vergne, teammate of the year. What a boy! What a boy, Jean-Éric Vergne. As we get past Fernando Alonso, thanks to Jean-Éric Vergne holding him up on lap 10. Thank you, Jean-Éric Vergne. You may have ruined your race for a puncher, but you did what you did for the team, and you helped us get past Alonso into P9. And that is going to be 2 points for us. And we skip ahead to lap 15 because nothing else happened after that. Perez caught up a little bit, but then he backed off. And now we're following Marcus Ericsson, who is going to be lapped on the final lap. Lewis Hamilton wins the race. Fairly easy race, I assume, from him. As we're coming through the final sector now. I'm not trying to push it too hard because we just want to get the car home, although it does look like Perez is catching us up in this last lap. We don't want to lock up into any of these corners or put the foot down too early and get a lot of road sit barrier. As we have one wide here, we've gone into the gravel, but it doesn't look like it's going to affect us too much. Perez is still a bit behind, and we went way too slow into that corner, but Perez is still behind us. As we're coming round the final corner for our first race, we're going to come home in 9th. And that's going to be 2 lovely points, thanks to mainly Jean-Éric Vergne. Thank you, Jean-Éric Vergne. And there we go, 9th place. Daniil Kvyat doesn't look too happy because our objective was 6th, but to be honest, I wasn't really looking for a 6th place. I was looking for more around 9th, 10th.
And that's the end
just
of the
try and
first
get points
race here
finished.
in Melbourne, and it's Lewis Hamilton who's got the upper hand and 25 points to his name.
Well, Lewis is always someone the other drivers respect. He's one of the best drivers on the grid, and if he has a competitive car, he'll always be near the front, and he's proven that yet again today.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So Lewis Hamilton wins, Nico Rosberg comes 2nd, I'm down in 9th. That's 2 lovely points for the Toro Rosso team. And Jean-Éric Vergne sadly down in 20 seconds, but he helps us get those 2 points. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more career mode on F1 2015 in the 2014 cars. Thank you, have a nice day, and goodbye.